Hi, welcome to my channel. This is the Houseplant series in watercolor. Let's paint a rubber plant today. The things that you'll require is a drawing book made of thick paper meant for watercolor, Camel's artist watercolor, pointed brushes, pencil, mixture palette, and of course water. I have used brands that are locally available in any random stationery shop in India, and I'll also add the Amazon link in the description box below. So these are the colors that I'll be using to paint this rubber plant. They are Vivian Hue, Prussian Blue, Crimson Lake, Ivory Black, Burnt Sienna, and I'm also using brush number 3 and 4. The color names are written on the tube itself, and you can use brushes of any size, but remember the fact that they should have a tapering or pointy end. Let's start coloring the sketch that I have done previously. I'll start with the Vivian Hue color, the green color. Remember that here there are two colors in this artist watercolor kit. One is sap green and the other one is Vivian Hue green. And I'm using the Vivian Hue one and not the sap green. You can see that the shades are pretty different, but actually I'm using the same color. The shades here look different because of the quantity of water that I have applied, and the shades need not be the same, you know. Art is free flowing, and this is a good opportunity for you to check how the shade varies along with the water concentration. Just relax, breathe, and keep coloring, and you will see how much it relaxes you and de-stresses you. Once you're done with the first layer of color, let it dry, and then you can see the final result, the final color that pops up. Now if you want to darken some of the leaves that looks lighter to you, then you can go ahead and pick some color and, color it over again. So we're almost done here, and we'll move on and use Prussian blue color along with the green color to paint the other half of the leaves. Again, the shades are going to vary depending on the water concentration and the amount of color that's in there, but you don't need to worry. Just go with the flow. Let's chat a bit while we are coloring the leaves. So the rubber plants are basically tropical plants that are native to the Southeast Asian region of the world. And since these plants are super easy to maintain, they actually make great indoor plants. Now you must have observed this, that the leaves of these plants are quite unique in color as well as texture. Texture wise, they have this refined, waxy, shiny sort of look that makes it really unique from other plants. And color wise also, the leaves are so dark green, bluish in color that when you place this plant against a paler background, it looks absolutely stunning, and it immediately lifts up the look of your room. Now let's add some black to the base of the plant. And done. I'll add some darker tone to the end of this leaf. I'm using Prussian blue to color the pot of this plant, and I have colored this in different layers. I let the first layer dry, and then I put the second layer followed by the third. The body of the plant is to be done with Sierra Brown. First, I'll give a lighter coat, followed by further coats to build up the color. I'll be adding a hint of brown, blue, green at different parts of the stem, and there need not be any pattern. I'll be adding a small leaf at this portion since this looks a little bit blank and left out. Also keep adding some darker hues here and there. Now let me add some designs in Prussian blue over the pot. You can definitely add much more complex designs than this one, but I guess I'll keep it simple. Next I'll be using the Crimson Lake color and I'll use it with a dash of black. Now line the midsections of each leaf. It need not be a perfect midsection line. Just drop the tip and drag the belly of the brush. The crimson color gives a nice contrast against the blue-green leaves. Finally, we are done with our plant. And I'll see you guys in my next video of another houseplant.